Hey guys, my next custom figure that I'm going to review is the X-Force Deadpool. This is made for the same customer who got X-23 and X-Force Wolverine and Nightwing and Gambit, new Gambit V2, and is that it? That might be it. I'm not sure anymore. There's so many. At this point though, it doesn't really matter because this is the one we want to talk about now. This is the X-Force Deadpool. It stands in at 6.5 inches tall. It's made on the Shield Agent body, Face-Off Punisher body. Head is a Moon Knight head that has been completely redone. Basically, the only part that's original is the eyes. I reshaped the jaw, put the hood on it, put the mask on the front, so it's all textured and it's there. And it's magnetic. It's removable. That way, I can always make an alternate head for the customer if he wants. And it's just a good way to put new heads on bodies because it's just as sturdy as long as you use the right magnets. And like I said, it gives you the chance for alternate heads, and then it does give you a little bit of extra posability as well. So there's that. And the straps are made out of Mr. Sinister cape. I made it so that you can still use the articulation in the torso, and the straps just kind of tuck in. On the back, I kind of carved out a chunk so that it could fold all the way down and still line up and not affect the straps any. It's got the little sword holder there. Like I said in my other videos, I don't like the full sheath. It just gets ugly and bulky. So it's just this nice little compact sword holder up there. It's not quite realistic since the blade's still exposed, but it's an action figure, so we're talking about function here, and it works better that way. I use my wire installation method to put the seams all over the clothing. Anytime there's gray meeting black, there's a seam. Legs and arms and chest and back and everywhere. For the ball joints for the hip, I always paint those just the same color as the black part. If you make it gray, it really breaks up the black on the side, and then having the black a little bit in there doesn't really break up the gray. It kind of just disappears. So instead of having gray and black that you have to get the ball joint lined up just right to make it look right, I just leave it all black, and it really works nicely that way, I think. To differentiate the black from on the belts and on the outfit, I made the belts kind of a glossy black. It gives them kind of a leather look, and it just gives the character some variation and kind of a nice little contrast to all the black that's on there. Everything's hand painted, sculpted some parts as well. It was actually kind of convenient because the Kotobukiya, or however you pronounce it, X-Force Deadpool statue had the gun holster here and the knife holster down here, so I was able to leave this knife holster in place on that body, on the base body, and just put a gun holder up here where the belts already were. So that was actually pretty convenient. This gun is removable. It's in there kind of tight, but he does have that gun. While I'm talking about that, I'll show you he's also got another gun, a bigger pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun. So he's got nice accessories. He's got the sword. It's been repainted. I sanded down the gloves so that he didn't have the Nick Fury gloves on there. It's just the forearms. And what else did I do? These are all pouches from, what's his name, Bullseye. So the pouches on his belt are from Bullseye. This belt buckle is sculpted. This little buckle up here I cobbled together out of fodder. All these little bits, these little buckles that I've been using on the X-Force characters are from Bullseye. I'm not going to tell you what part. Hopefully you can figure that out. The straps on his hands are Mr. Sinister cape straps. These are, on his ankles, are cut down Sinister cape straps. I reshaped the feet because this body has really long, kind of goofy looking feet, so I reshaped the toes. And I trimmed the hands a little bit as well so he can hold his guns a little better. He maintains all of his articulation except for the shin articulation. I left it because it kind of looks like boots. I didn't sculpt over it, but I did glue it shut because it's just kind of a silly joint, and I don't like the way it makes it harder to pose the figure. The black is solid flat black, and the gray is dry brushed to give him some nice texture and some kind of a gritty look. So there is X-Force Deadpool. He's got the glossy red eyes, and he's a very nice addition to the X-Force team. While I have him here, I might as well throw Wolverine in the video as well, since I still have him. They make a nice team. This Wolverine is taller than the average Wolverine I've mentioned before, but we wanted him to be really kind of menacing. So that's why he's so big. But they're the two X-Force guys I have on hand right now. I will have another X-Force custom coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for other custom figures, and figure reviews. In the meantime, keep collecting.